Actually. Hi, good morning.
Is this on? Yes. I'm actually not Sarah Stitt, but that's okay because you're going to hear from her in a few minutes. My name is Jeanne Allen, and I'm the founder and CEO of the Center for Education Reform and the director of the YAS Foundation for Education. The YAS Foundation for Education is actually home to the YAS Prize for Sustainable, Transformational, Outstanding, and Permissionless Education. I just want you to mark your calendars right now for 1:15 today, where you'll hear from its founder, Janine Yas, a longtime colleague, John Hage, moderated by Michael Moe. And so first I want to welcome you also again this morning to this auditorium. We have worked on and off with Michael Moe and the GSV family for, it seems like 100 years, probably 25 years. And what excited me most about partnering with Michael and his various ventures over the years that he's trying to put together through this inaugural summit is the idea of bringing people from various backgrounds, eclectic backgrounds, crossing and integrating all the different issues into one. But for us, the one that really crosses all of them, no matter if your focus is healthcare, if it's housing, if it's better cities, if it's whatever it is education. Condoleezza Rice once said that education is actually the most important national security issue of our time. And if you don't believe that, you need to look at the statistics that we've just seen coming out of our nation's report card. Every couple of years, there's something called the National Assessment for Educational Progress. The National Assessment is the gold standard of educational attainment. It is that assessment that you will see sometimes flashed on the front pages of your newspapers or on television or on your social media that says things like, true story, only 30% of our fourth graders and eighth graders actually can read at grade level. 30%. Only 33% can do math. Appropriate math that actually could prepare them not only for high school and college, but for life. If you actually parse those, split those numbers in half, 15%. Who would be really good with 15% proficiency in reading and math in their family? Anyone? That's African American and brown kids in this country. All right? 1 month ago, history and civics, talking about national security, history and civics, at a time when our country has never seen more divided, 7% of students can do history in a proficient manner, 13% to 14% civics. It is alarming, it is shocking, and it's amazing that we're not shaking more people up. So for groups like this to come together, whatever your background is, and to be able to talk about these issues is critical. At the Center for Education Reform, for almost 30 years now, we have helped build the policies and programs around the country that would give parents and teachers and administrators and business people the opportunity to take back their own education. And I don't mean in some old-fashioned way. I mean, if there's AI that's moving through our nation right now, how do we actually transform learning so that it's project-based, so it is intuitive, so it is adaptive? And so I was so proud, after having done that for so long, to partner with the YAS Prize, to be able to power the YAS Prize in partnership with Forbes Media to actually not just talk about it and not just find laws to create the opportunities for new schools and new endeavors to be created, but then to celebrate and reward them. Last year, the YAS Prize gave out over $16 million to 64 transformative education organizations. They're organizations from traditional public charter, private, micro school, ed tech companies, and you name it. And what we found is we pulled those people together that got everything from the $1 million YAS Prize to smaller slices of the pie, was that what they really wanted is they actually wanted to be in communities of people who were talking and debating and bringing together and implementing and executing on the best practices. You know you have great educators and leaders in a room when they look at each other and they go, I want that for me. Wait, can you come to Minnesota? Can you come to Florida? Can we work on this together? And so what we began to do was build a movement of people that we've seen for years and years and years in all corners of the country that have always been the most incredible transformational people. And by the way, they're not, you love your teachers, I love it, you love your teachers. It's not the teachers who are affecting that change, they're affecting the change in the classroom, and that is retail, and that is amazing. But what those teachers need more than ever are champions of people who actually try to dedicate themselves to changing the environment so every educator, every school leader, every innovator has the space, the freedom, and the flexibility to achieve brilliance and to achieve greatness. Transformation is truly what it's all about. It's clear that this organization, this effort today, and you're all here because you're thinking about transformation in a variety of ways. But I'd argue with you, at the risk of angering you, that if you don't walk away from today and tomorrow and every day when you encounter a person, that you have to be doing something dramatic about education, you're not doing enough. Because whatever you do and wherever you go, the person next to you is the product of something that helped them, whether by their own will, by a school, by an organization, by their own means, got to where they are and they have knowledge. And when we are not ensuring that 100% of our students across the country from pre-K to 20 are getting that knowledge, we have a serious problem. So today I'm really happy that you're going to hear from a couple of incredible people at this session, at the later session, that are developing and addressing various challenges to help that social impact. I'd argue, as we all do, and I hope everyone's super proud of what they do, that we are doing one of the most transformative things in education, thanks to Jeanne and Jeff Yost, who founded the Yost Prize. I've known them for 25 years, and when I think about social impact, and when I was hearing yesterday from people about the different areas that you're all focused on, social impact really is about making a significant change in other people's lives. And to do that takes many, many, many different hybrids. So I'm really, really happy to also be up here and introduce to you your next speaker, who I've had the opportunity to get to know over the last couple of years, who is transforming a different slice of life that's just as critical to how you live and work and breathe and be educated as anything else. First Lady Sarah Stitt is the First Lady of Oklahoma, and she is the co-founder of Hope Rising Oklahoma and the Sarah Stitt Hope Foundation. As First Lady of Oklahoma, Sarah's working to utilize her resources and position to advocate those suffering from mental health issues and adverse childhood experiences. And she's got a powerful story because she knows from when she speaks. She experienced some of these things herself, which she'll share with you. She's dedicated to rising hope around all Oklahomans, not just through her foundation, but across the country. And she's been married to Kevin Stitt since 1998. And they're the mother of she's the mother of 6 children. And you'll see Governor Stitt will be here later on this afternoon as well. He's one of the champions, as so many people are, of education opportunity. When we were talking earlier, before I bring up First Lady Stitt, about hope, I realized so many schools have hope in the name. So many schools have hope in the mission. And so the core of what we do is not just a word, it's actually how you execute on hope. So without further ado, First Lady Stitt.